Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our 200 run series loot videos, and this time it's actually one of the open world farms, so we did the equivalent of 200 runs. So we did 5 hours per druid, which this time we actually did the southern eastern kingdom zones, similar to when we did the northern eastern kingdom zones, and we did like a certain amount of time at each zone. There were certain zones where I actually spent a little bit more time and spent less in areas where I didn't think we would get as much. Just like, you know, like I think Dustwood and Red Ridge Mountains, I feel like they had a lot more to offer than some of the other areas. Westfall was actually really good, but like the Elwyn Forest, and spent really a really short amount of time there. But also Strangle Thorn, didn't really spend too much time down there as well. But yeah, still not bad at all. We did get some really good stuff. It's definitely going to add a different variety of items to our cells, which is what we're really looking for with these. That's why I'm so glad I actually added both the northern and the southern eastern kingdom zones into our loot that we're going to be adding to our cells. And we've really seen some really good cells on the northern stuff, so hopefully we'll see the exact same thing with the southern stuff. But anyway guys, before we get into it and jump to our first bank alt holding all of our loot from our Alliance Druid, which will be 5 hours worth of loot, I'd just like to mention, if you do like this video, go ahead and smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one or miss the clean out, so that you can see if we sold any of these items that we go over today. But anyway, with all that being said, let's go and hop to the first bank alt now, see what 5 hours brought our Alliance Druid, and see what we got on the bank alt here. All right guys, so for our 5 hours worth of loot from our Alliance Druid, let's take a look. And we've got some loot. Of course, no, but yeah, we've got our low value stuff over here, our high value stuff over here. We'll go ahead, as always, go over the low value stuff. And we've got glimmering mail breastplate here. Not really one of the specific items, this is kind of just like a world drop, but still nice. 5,000 gold. Soldier's cloak here for 20, under our threshold, but it's actually not a bad item, has a pretty high sell rate. Shadow Weaver leggings, now that is one of the returned items, 7,000 gold there. We've got the Hall of Fame blade here for 7,600. Again, specific item to the area. I think that comes from the Black Widows out there in Dustwood. This also came from Dustwood. Let's see, the Cryptbone staff, 4,600, just below our threshold. Also, specific item, I can't remember, I think that was Dustwood as well. Is everything Dustwood? No, it can't be. Buccaneer's robe, now it's just a world drop, but still not a bad item, almost 11,000. Blackrock gauntlets, now that's actually from Red Ridge, 5,600 for that one. Then we've got the Staff of Horrors, 4,200, and that it did actually come from Dustwood. Heavy Ogre War Axe, also from Dustwood, a lot of stuff from Dustwood. And those are actually 12,000, not bad. And then we've got the Nightwalker armor, also Dustwood, 9,500. Ironwood tree branch, I can't remember where that one comes from, 5,800 for that one. But yeah, not bad. Then we've got two of those too. Petrified Shinbone, that actually came from Westfall, actually inside where you go to go for the go to dead mines, to farm dead mines. So got that off some of those undead tunes in there. But yeah, 4,600 for those. And then we've got our high value stuff. I also spent some time in Burning Steps, where we actually got these patterns right here, but not much time at all. We looked for one rare, and then we just went after these patterns, and that was it. Really very little bit of time there. But yeah, not bad pattern for the volcanic leggings, 75,000.008 sell rate. We did actually get two of them. Of course, I ran my Alliance Druid first, so I wanted to try to get two so I could have a spare one in case my Horde Druid was unlucky and I could have one to trade. And then we've got our Dead Mines Cleavers here, 57,000.004 sell rate. Now with these, you do have to actually complete some quests, a certain quest line to get access to even get these to drop, which I haven't done on the Horde Druid, but I did do it on my Alliance Druid. So I did actually spend probably a little bit more time out in Westfall with my Alliance Druid than I did with my Horde Druid, just because I was able to skip this with my Horde Druid. But I made sure I farmed up enough so I could trade some over. But you see, we got what, 10 of these Dead Mines Cleavers, and then this is also from that same farm, the Wicked Blackjack. We actually ended up getting 2 of those, 54,000 at 0.002 sell rate. So a lot more common for the Dead Mines Cleaver than the Blackjack here. And then we also got the Dust Bow here for 41,000, also from Westfall, 0.007 sell rate. And then we've got the Slicer Blade here, 131,000, 0.002 sell rate. Now these are very, I don't know if they're very, I would say very hard to get, not necessarily because of the mob, but I mean, there's very select few of mobs that actually drop this. But what I would do is I would normally, and this is why I like these open world farms that are like these returned items, because you can jump from farm to farm. So I like go and kill these mobs and then go and kill some other ones and come back, you know, just circle around. So yeah, not bad at all though. 131,000. Brash Claws Skewer, I think that's also from Westfall. I think that may have came from the rare. 78,000. Goblin Power Shovel. Now that actually did come from Stranglethorn. 126,000 for that one. Gut Render, also Stranglethorn. We actually got 2 of those. 49,000. And then the Stone Knoll Hammer for 28,000. That actually was the one item we actually went to Elwyn Forest for. We got 2 of those. And 0.008 sell rate. Then we've got the Skeletal Longsword. Now that's actually from Dustwood, 37,000, 0.008. The Knoll Skull Basher, I believe that was from Red Ridge, 29,000, 0.003. Lord Syracuse Scepter, 79,000, 0.003 sell rate. Now that is actually from a rare out there in the southern part of Stranglethorn. And that's the only thing we actually went there for. Like all the mobs we were actually farming for the returned items, other than we did go down there and look for the rares, we're all in the northern and the Cape part. So we didn't really farm anything down there other than we went looking for the rares. Glowing Leather Bracers, 248,000. Actually, we do have 2 of those. I'll move that one up. And those actually did come from Dustwood. So nice. If we, don't have any on our Horde team, we can trade one over. Black Metal Axe, also from Dustwood, 26,000, 0.007 sell rate. And then we've got the Ogre Mage Staff, the big boy right here, 568,000, also from Dustwood. Comes from the same place where we were getting these heavy Ogre War Axes. So really nice. We were actually able to finally get one of those. Like I said, I probably spent a little bit longer in Dustwood mostly trying to get this, honestly. But I knew I actually had some spare time because of the other areas and not really farming there that much. Warrior Shield, 20,000. Red Ridge Machete for 144,000, 0.020 sell rate. So really nice on that one. Red Ridge Mountains as well. Of course, you see the Red Ridge in the name there. And then we've got the Black Metal Short Sword, 31,000. Was that Dustwood? I think it is. I could be wrong. I think that's Dustwood. 31,000.02 sell rate. Riverside Staff. Almost certain that was Westfall, maybe. 60,000.002 sell rate. Pearl Encrusted Spear. I believe that one was actually from Red Ridge, 59,000. And then we've got the Green Carapace Shield. Now that was Dustwood, 130,000. That actually comes from the little green spiders out there where all the undead mobs are out in Dustwood. So not bad. A good variety of different items. Missed out on a few items as well. There was a lot of items actually in where I didn't really farm too much. Stranglethorn, I did kind of miss out here. And I think maybe even a few in Westfall too, but I did spend a lot of time doing this one in Westfall. Kind of took away some of my time trying to make sure I could have some for both banks. Of course, if we have more of something on our Horde Druid, we can trade it over here. If we have more something over here, we can trade it over there, and so on. Also spent a lot of time trying to get this bad boy right here. But still, I feel like it's a good amount, a lot more than we see with some of our farms. Not sure how it compares to when we did this with our Northern Eastern Kingdom zones, but I still feel like we filled it up pretty well. But anyway, let's go ahead and switch over to our Horde bank tune that's holding all of our stuff from our Horde Druid and see how well they did with their 5 hours. All right, guys, so here we are now on our Horde bank out, holding all the loot from our Horde Druid for 5 hours doing the Southern Eastern Kingdom zones. And let's take a look. And this is what they got. So actually is quite fuller than the Lion's Tomb. So Lion's Tomb was just not as lucky. One, though, I mean, they did spend a lot more time out there at the Westfall farm getting those blackjacks and getting those dead mines cleavers, mostly trying to get at least 2 of the blackjacks. That took a little while. That's why we had so many of the dead mines cleavers. But yeah, that did take away a little bit of their time, I guess. So this one may actually owe them some stuff. But at the same time, I do feel like we did get a little luckier in Stranglethorn here and got stuff, you know, got some stuff from there, and maybe some of the other ones as well. Whereas we were not very lucky when we were trying to do that farm with our Alliance Tune. They just really were not getting the drops. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got here. First off, the low value stuff. We got the manual for the strong anti-venom for 8,000. Just a roll drop item there. Warrior's girdle for 8,000. Blackrock pauldrons for 9,000. And actually got 3 of those. We got the large ogre chain armor for 3,000. That actually comes from the same farm where these mobs are dropping this. Actually, I thought I got this on my Alliance Tomb, but I didn't remember seeing that. So I thought I got it on stream, unless I accidentally vendored this. I may have. Matt, hopefully I didn't vendor some other stuff. Maybe that's why they didn't have as much too. Mad Wolf bracers actually comes from Dustwood, 19,000, almost actually high value there. Burnt leather bracers, 4,000. Burnt leather gloves, 4,000. Then we've got No War harness for 4,000 here. Actually got 3 of those. The privateer's cape here, not sure where that one came from. 16,000, 2 of those. Nightwalker's armor for 9,507 gold, and got 2 of those. Then we've got the jeweled dagger here, 2,000. It was really low, but it did actually come from a rare out there in Elwyn Forest. I think that's why I kept it. Ironwood tree branch, 2 of those as well, 5,000, almost 6,000. Heavy ogre war axe for 12,000. Got 2 of those. Fingerless gloves, 13,000. I believe that actually came from a rare as well out there in Westfall. Razor's edge, just a roll drop blue, 4,000. Raxer club, again, just a roll drop, almost 5,000. And then 2 of those petrified shin bones from the Dead Mines area there, 4,600. And then we've got our high value stuff. And I did kind of leave us, I wanted to kind of separate this stuff because it's just a neck piece and a ring. But they did drop off stuff out there. We got the talisman of the Naga Lord here for 57,000, and then a voodoo band from 185,000. But we did also, out of Stranglethorn Val, we actually ended up getting one of the pets. We got the Rosachi hatchling. Fortunately, we didn't get the parrot pet, but we did at least get the hatchling here, 52,000. As far as our other items here, we did get the stone knoll hammer from Elwyn Forest. We got 2 of those here as well. We did get one. We only got 1 of those patterns, huh? Well, we got 1 this time, so they were a little luckier, and actually seemed like we got them pretty fast on our Alliance tune. We only got 1 on our Horde tune here. 75,000 for that one. And then we've got the green carapace shield. So we got 1 from these as well. 130,000 for that one. Warrior shield, 20,000. Drake scale vest, 40,000. Actually got 2 of those. I believe that was Stranglethorn as well. I was trying so hard to get one of the butchers, because out there where these ogres are out there in the northern part of Stranglethorn, and they spawn apparently where these ogre lords or whatever are, So I was killing those constantly, trying to get those, and I got these from the lords, but I never saw a butcher. So I don't know if they've been removed or it's very unlikely for one of those to spawn or what, but yeah. Anyway, lesser belt here for 42,000. Got 2 of those. We've got the River Paw leather vest for 25,000. I'm pretty sure that's Westfall. Beastwalker robe. I'm not sure where that came from. Maybe it's a rare item, from a rare. But anyway, 98,000. We've got the pressed felt robe. Now that's Stranglethorn as well. 47,000. See, a lot of this stuff from Stranglethorn we weren't seeing. You know, we just really, like I said, got very unlucky in Stranglethorn. Wasted a lot of time there. Scarecrow trousers, 213,000. Now this is actually from a rare out there in Westfall. I did actually kill this rare, I think a couple times on my Alliance Tomb, you know, and actually just was unlucky and didn't get one. Slicer blade, again got one of these on our Horde Tomb as well, 131,000. Shadow hide maul for 73,000. Neuraxis fang, 82,000. I believe that was from a rare out there in Dustwood. Then we've got the husk of Neuraxis for 94,000. Goldfingers for 48,000. Then we've got the Brutish Riverpaw axe, 49,000. Again, the Lord Syracuse scepter here for 79,000. Then we've got the Tarantula silk sash for 127,000. I think this was Red Ridge from one of those spider rares out there. Then we've got the Foreman's gloves. Very nice. 167,000. Cannot believe we actually got these. And this is when I was actually getting these items right here. Was trying to farm that mob for these. I think there's another item he drops as well, but still very nice that we got the Foreman's gloves here. 167,000. Gut render, 49,000. Only got one. We had 2 in the Alliance. So maybe they got luckier in Stranglethorn with those at least. Then we've got the Riverside staff. Actually ended up getting 3 of those. 60,000 there. Brash Claw skewer. Actually ended up with 2 of those. 78,000. Pale Skinner for 83,000. And Scepter of Attune for 61,000. Again, we got the Ogre Mage Staff, 568,000. Actually, I think I got this one like right away on my Horde Tomb, so that probably also took away a lot of the time they needed farming those. Because once I got that, I was pretty good. You know, I did get, like I said, I mean, I did get this in the, you know, the armor, but I think I got it pretty early on compared to the Alliance Tomb. Really farmed it out a lot. So if you guys know, if you watched it on stream, I was farming it for a long time on stream, and then I did spend like another like 30 minutes, I think it was, out there off stream trying to get this item on my Alliance Tomb. Blood Scalp channeling staff, 89,000. Got 2 of those. Pearl encrusted spear, 59,000. And then we've got the black metal war axe. Actually got 3 of those. Skeletal longsword, 37,000. Got 2 of those. The shadow hide battle axe for 48,000. Almost 49,000. Got 3 of those as well. Wow. And then we got the Red Ridge machete for 144,000. Goblin power shovel for 126,000. And then the hid hunting spear, and this is one, like some of the items right here, like I know this was one I was trying to farm for a long time on my Alliance Tomb. I couldn't get one. 60,000. And then the huge stone club, and I think this was another one too, right at the same spot where these actually drop. 314,000 for that one. Then a heavy null war club for 94,000. And I think like this item here and maybe the Shadowhide battle axe, I think these were dropping off the knolls out there in Red Ridge. And I got very unlucky trying to farm these guys on my Alliance Tomb as well. But luckily enough, the Horde Tomb was pretty lucky with them, I guess. But yeah, very, very good on our Horde Tomb here. It happens that way though. I mean, it's all RNG. Sometimes you can get very lucky, and they are different tunes. So, you know, maybe the RNG was just better that day or better just for that tune at the time. Although we do, or I do at least, call Horde Tune our, you know, our lucky druid sometimes, because it seems like more times than not our Fortune is luckier than our Alliance Druid for whatever reason. You know, just with some other farms we do. But then again, there are some dungeons we run, and it seems like the Alliance Tune just does a lot better than a Horde Tune. So it's, I guess, a little bit here and there, but at the same time, overall, I feel like the Horde Druid just does a lot better. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. What items do you notice that I may have missed that I probably should have went after? What do you think of the loot that we actually got? Love to read about it down in the comments. I feel like we definitely got a good amount of stuff here. We'll have to wait and see how the stuff sells when we do our clean out on Sunday. See if we can get any sales from any of it this week. But yeah, definitely love doing these open world farms like this. With the other open world farms that are hyper spawns, I do kind of get bored with them trying to solo them. I like them in groups, but trying to solo them, they do get kind of boring, and I'm kind of like, oh man, I can't wait till this is over. But I really like this, you know, because you're just hopping from area to area. Even with ones where, like this one, I think, what was it, the slicer blade thing or whatever it is, I can't even find it now. This one right here, I think there's like 3 or 4 mobs, or at least I could only find 3 or 4 of the mobs that actually drop this right here, and they don't instant respawn, of course. So it's like, you know, you go and hit them, and then you go do another farm for a little while, then you go back, see if they're up. just keep hopping around. So it's like a little something different every, you know, every zone that you're in. It kind of seems like. So I really enjoy that that kind of way of farming when you're doing it solo out in the open world, at least. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash the big thumbs up for me. Lets me know that you like it. If you know, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Also, so you don't miss the clean out. See if we sell any of these items when Sunday comes around. But anyway, that's going to do it for me on this one. I hope to see you all on the next video, and I hope to see you guys live on Twitch sometime. Take care, guys.